Hello, let's start learning simple past tense. Let's have a brief look at the contents of this video. First of all, there will be an introduction. Then we will try to understand what is simple past tense. Thereafter, we will try to understand the sentence structure of this tense, then the state of an action in this tense. Then some important uses that we are going to learn. Thereafter, we will have practice. And I will tell you in the end what books to refer as far as English grammar in general and simple past tense in particular is concerned. Let's start our journey. The past tense refers to the actions that have been performed at an earlier time. Earlier time means whatever has happened before now. The simple past tense is one of the four forms of the past tense. The other three forms being the past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous tense. What is simple past tense? Let's look at these examples. I played cricket. Rahul ran for 2 hours. She sang a very melodious song. He danced with the Bollywood beats. They worked on an important project. John followed me on Instagram. All of these examples are of simple past tense. If we look at the underlined verbs, then we can easily notice that these verbs are the V2 or the past form of the verb. Based on these examples, we can conclude the sentence structure of simple past tense as subject plus V2 plus O. Here, yes means subject, that is the doer of an action. V2 is the past form of the verb. Verb is the action word in the sentence. Whereas O is object, that is the receiver of an action. Let's try to understand what is the state of an action in simple past tense sentences. In this tense, the action is mentioned simply without making any sense of its completeness or incompleteness at the time concerned. Let's learn some important uses of simple past tense. First use is to indicate an action completed in the past, often with adverbs or adverb phrases of past time. For example, he arrived yesterday. They studied medical science last year. Sometimes it is used without an adverb, which is implied or indicated by the context. For example, you learned swimming in Mumbai. Lastly, it is also used for past habits. For example, Rohan always played very well. Let's practice simple past tense. The first example is you always dash very fast. Here in this sentence, in the blank space, you have to write an appropriate form of the verb run in order to make it in simple past tense. The second sentence is they dash about a movie. Here you will use the verb talk. In the third example, we dash there a week ago. Here you will have to use the verb stay. In the next example, Sonal dash an epic last year. Here you will use the verb read. The next example is I dash a letter from my parents. Here you are supposed to use the verb receive. I have written the answers of these practice sentences in the description box of this video. What are the books to refer for further enhancement of your knowledge about grammar in general and simple past tense in particular? You can study English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy, then Oxford Practice Grammar Intermediate by J. Stewart, then Oxford Practice Grammar Advanced by George Yule. Then we are having High School English Grammar and Composition by Renan Martin. And the last one, Basic English Grammar by B. Azhar.